Okay. Okay, let's 26th regular session of the 21st City Council is now called to order. Councilor Honorable Paulo Nicolo Gaani, followed by the singing of Lupang Hinirang and the Cagayan de Oro March. Please rise.
Let us put ourselves in the holy presence of God. In the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Amen. Heavenly Father, we come before you today with gratitude for the opportunity to serve our community. Grant us wisdom as we deliberate fairness in our decisions and compassions for the people we represent. Guide our thoughts and actions so that they may promote unity, justice, and the common good. Help us listen with open minds, speak with integrity, and act with courage for what is right. May our work today bring progress, peace, and better lives for all our constituents. We offer this prayer in humility and in service to the public good. Amen. In the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas. Kayang magiliw, tegas ng silanganan, alam ng puso, sa titik mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, kuya ka ng magiting, sa manluluping, di ka pasisigil, sa nagatang tutok sa simoy at sa langit mo pagaw. Hinatang tulad, awit sa paglayang minamahal. Ang isang ng matawad mo'y tagumpay na nag-iindig. Ang bituin at araw niya kailan pang ay magtitindig. Lumalang
Please be seated. Mr. Secretary, please do the roll call.
Honorable Jocelyn B. Rodriguez, City Vice Mayor and Presiding Officer. For the First District Councilors, Honorable Desiree Ann Imdahino, Honorable Roger G. Abaday, Honorable Juancho R. Pascual, Honorable Agapito Heriberto G. Swan, Honorable George Christopher Q. King, Honorable Morino Y. Dabadi Ford, Honorable Alpi Ligaspi Sr., Honorable Amy Rose P. Moreno. For the Second District Councilors, Honorable Ivuna Yasini B. Imano, Honorable Maximo T. Rodriguez III, Honorable Paulo Nicolo Gaani, Honorable Joylen Mercedes El Balaba, Honorable Yanlam S. Lim, Honorable Enrico D. Salcedo, Honorable Hilda Ong Oguno, Honorable Edgar S. Cabanlas. For the ex-officio members, Honorable Marlo L. Tabak, Liga ng mga Barangay President, Honorable Kenneth Jan D. Sicala, CTSK Federation President on Official Business, and Honorable Dato Roberto P. Cabaring, IPMR on Official Business. There is quorum, Madam Presiding Officer.
Quorum is hereby certified. Maayong hapon sa tanan. Maayong hapon sa honorable councilors who are here right now. Of course, Mr. Secretary, maayong hapon. And staff of Sanggunian, our friends from media, visitors who are here today. Those who are watching us via live stream, maayong hapon, fellow Cagayanons. And of course, today is the birthday of Road Councilor Roger Abaday. So, may I request that to lead the singing of the birthday song is Councilor Alam Lim. Yay. Please rise.
Honorable, you have more birthday to come. Okay? Kung may pasaya. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Okay, Pastor. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to
Si
you.
Councilor Abaday, ito
Happy
pare.
birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Last Saturday pa man to. Harap ka na ni, nagyapon karon.
Okay, thank you very much. So, how was your weekend? Huligin na ningong. Ipangutan na lang mo, how was your weekend? ABC. Okay, okay. So, Majority Floor Leader, Attorney Edgar Cabanlas, you have the floor.
Thank you very much to our able, beautiful Vice Mayor, Presiding Officer, Bibot Rodriguez, fellow members of the City Council, visitors we have in the gallery, people of Cagayan de Oro, mga kauban, mga sa mga palaman sa atong mga kauban sa City Council. Maayong hapon o uman sa Basyang miyata tanan nini kumpleto pa tanan. Hinay atong may okay. Sige gamay Ber, ha? Madam Chair, may I move to dispense the reading of the minutes of the previous regular session of this council. February 2, 2026, and consider the parliament's copies thereof as reading itself.
Sinisibay Karid.
Move to approve on second.
Sinisibay Karid.
On the special report portion, Madam Chair, there are two members of the council who intend to render special reports. First, Councilor Marlo Tabak on environmental sanitation and public health concerns arising from ongoing construction activities. Second would be Councilor Roger Abaday, who would be reporting on the post-Basyang status and effects in the city.
Post, what's that
That
again?
would be the sequence. We would like to request, Madam Chair, that Councilor Tabak be recognized.
Basha.
Tama,
Okay. Councilor, thank you very much, Majority Floor Leader. Attorney Edgar Camalas. Yes, Councilor Marlo Tabak, you are now recognized.
Maayong hapon, Madam Presiding Officer, Majority Floor Leader and member of the 21st City Council ug sa katawhan sa Dakbayan sa Cagayan de Oro. Before I deliver my report, special report, Madam Chair, I would like to acknowledge the presence of Honorable Albert Adiser, punong barangay o Barangay 26, and his
Yes.
colleagues, some of his residents of Barangay 26, which is the subject matter of my special report.
Okay, may hapon. Kap, Adisar, and Council. May hapon.
Environmental, sanitation, and public health concern arising from the ongoing construction activities and the implementation of ease of doing business in Barangay 26. This special report is respectfully submitted to formally present the complaint and protest raised by the residents of Barangay 26 regarding the implementation of the ease of doing business policy. According to the affected constituents, the policy has resulted in insufficient regulation of the issuance of permits and clearances for business operations, constructions, and excavation activities, leading to adverse effect on the community. And more than 100 affected constituents have formally signed the complaint expressing their opposition and concern over the problem encountered. These complaints reflects the collective sentiments of the community regarding the negative impact of the implementation of ease of doing business policy. The ongoing construction of Gaisano, located within Zone 3, extended to Zone 4 of Barangay 26, has resulted in excessive noise, dust, and other environmental disturbances that significantly affect the nearby residents. The condition have disrupted the daily living environment of the community. Madam Chair, if you allow, we will plus some of the footages. Kini, Madam Chair, members of the City Council, because of the embankment activity of the extension parking lot of the said business establishment, nakahimo og distruso kaayo. Ang embankment taas na kay sa mga struktura sa mga balay, and even the structure of our daycare center of Barangay 26. Comfort rooms of the residences nga mo hinungdan nga adtong miaging baha, apil sila in town sa grabe nga naapektuhan. Madam Presiding Officer, the implementation of the ease of doing business policy has limited the participation of the barangay in the monitoring and intervention processes related to the construction activities. As a result, the barangay is unable to effectively check, assess, and address the progress and compliance of building works within its jurisdiction. The barangay has action taken, led by Honorable Albert Adiser, the punong barangay of Barangay 26. The issuance of official letter addressed to Gaisano regarding the reported construction-related concern, which noted they never received the notice. Issuance of the official letter to the Office of Building Official requesting for appropriate assessment and action. Based on the record, Madam Presiding Officer, the said establishment only asked for excavation permit at Corrales Extension. They applied, but it was never approved. But no in the record in the OBO that they asked for permit for Barangay 26. 3, issuance of official letter addressed to the office of the city mayor, the Department of Social Welfare and Development, DSWD, and the City Social Welfare Development Office relative to the reported condition and their impact in the community because of the daycare center structures that affected the construction, Madam Chair. Based on the foregoing and evident that the construction activities had the implementation of ease of doing business policy when not accompanied by strict monitoring and compliance have resulted to environmental disruption, drainage obstruction, sanitation problem, and various public health risks within Barangay 26. Therefore, Madam Chair, this representation will submit this to the proper committee for an urgent ocular inspection with the local government of Barangay 26 to address the problem, Madam Presiding Officer. Maayong hapon kanatong tanan.
Maying hapon. Thank you very much. So, any comment? Wala. So, we refer to the Committee on Infrastructure, Councilor Ali Gaspi and Barangay Affairs, and to your committee, Barangay Affairs, Councilor Marlo Tabak. Okay. Yes, Councilor Janjan Rodriguez.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Just a quick manifestation regarding the ease of doing business. Actually, humanata na first committee hearing regarding ease of doing business as a proponent and as also my colleague from the gentleman from Busa, is a co-author of the proponent together with our vice mayor as well as our chairman on business enterprise, Councilor George Goking. The DILG together with our business tax, at the same time different agencies from the city already agreed for a technical working group to be karon March, Madam Chair. So hopefully, because if I would like to ask, Madam Chair, our good Councilor Tabak, how much is the barangay clearance fee of Barangay 26 that was paid by that
As EODB ordinance, we are on, they are only paying 1,000 pesos.
So, thank you for that information, Madam Chair. May I ask for 1,000 for the whole year? That's 2024.
Yes,
How about any cafeteria, any sari-sari store?
the same.
1,000. So, it is very needy for us to really go back what was approved, the ordinance that was approved 5 years ago with the ease of doing business. Let's revisit, and with that, hopefully, we can change the section 32, if I'm not mistaken. Section 32 of the said ordinance that states that only the city can collect the barangay clearances. We don't have any problem with that. But we have to amend the 1,000 fee.
Yeah.
We should abide depending on the barangay's ordinance. So that is my prayer, Madam Chair. And hopefully with that, because as you can see, nawala ang autonomy sa barangay.
Yeah.
Nawala ang power sa barangay as a basic local government unit, Madam Chair.
Okay, thank you very
Madam
much. Yes, then Councilor George Goking.
Thank you. I agree and join with this manifestation of Councilor John Rodriguez regarding the ease of doing business. Because the policy, dili naman mo adto sa barangay, mo diretso naman sa one-stop shop. Mo ni ang epekto sa policy. Kaya di na mo adto sa barangay, dili na makabalo ang kapitan directly sa nag-apply for any businesses in our city. And secondly, Madam Chair, I would like to ask the Committee on Engineering to please schedule as soon as possible. Kay na say bagyo mo abot karong February 14. Unya o kanina o February 14 naka-post na sa
Valentine's
kami.
na pagid na.
So Valentine's. Mo nang atong gihanyo, Madam Chair, nga ang effective ang committee nga ilabay kini nga special report makakandak unta diretso so that we can visit the area as soon as possible to
Okay.
protect more damage in the community in Barangay 26. Thank you, Madam
Thank
Chair.
you very much, Councilor Marlo Tabak. Yes, Councilor Chris Goking, you have the floor.
Good afternoon, Vice Mayor. Regarding the matters sa first committee meeting nato sa EODB, on board man ang Bureau of Local Government Finance, PLGF, and then the DILG, okay naman sila nga we're going to revisit this. One of the terms during the approval ani 5 years ago was to revisit the said ordinance in 5 years. So okay naman sila tanan. So regarding the workshop on March, kay we're going to be under the supervision ng gapon sa DILG and BLGF regarding this matter para lang pod nga mo-supervise nato ang possible changes like katong ang refer ni Councilor John which is section 32 which is referencing Annex B or the fixed set of fees for each barangay sa mga barangay clearance fees. So wala siya. So para sa mga kapitan, this is something ato na ng lihokon karon nga tuig. So
Yes.
scheduled on March. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Councilor. Is that inform ang way pay we get the tanan barangay na really check to really disagree kas kay may tabo wala naman murag na wala na sa picture. Hopefully this can again be back to the barangay, no? So thank you. And Committee on Barangay Affairs Infra and maura man siguro duha. Yes, okay, thank you very much. So the next reporter is Councilor, the birthday boy, Councilor Roger Abaday.
Thank you very much, Honorable Presiding Officer, Vice Mayor Jocelyn Bilbot Rodriguez, my colleagues in the 21st City Council, and all people who are watching us live stream, and people in the gallery, barangay captains and other guests, Kung Hee Patchoy in advance. Thank you very much of all the greeters.
Diamond cake.
Actually, last Saturday pa man, atong but continuous gyapon karon after decision. Okay, so my report, I think this is timely report because typhoon strikes every now and then. And this is a wake-up call to all LGUs, cities, and the barangays. Now, it has been for a few days that a devastating impact in northern Mindanao, particularly in Cagayan de Oro and Iligan City. The storm brought external rainfall that surpassed the 100-year return period levels, causing at least 12 deaths across the region, including a tragic landslide in Barangay Agusan. Upat kabuk ang nangamatay ito, no? Condolence sa mga biktima. Okay, now here are some causes why these disasters continue to happen in our city, sa ato lang syudad, that we can better prepare. So primary causes of floods and landslide This disaster resulted from a perfect storm and natural intensity of human-made environmental vulnerabilities. Example, number one, extreme rainfall intensity like Basyang dump over 240 millimeter of rain in less than 10 hours. In technical terms, it's 100 liters of rain is roughly equivalent to 1,000 liters of water per square meter. The sheer volume overwhelmed both natural river system and urban drainage. The watershed degradation, nangaupaw na ang atong kabukiran. The upland areas of Bukidnon and Cagayan de Oro has been significant deforestation and conversion of forest into plantations like pineapples, banana. So this agricultural land do not absorb water as efficiently as natural forest, leading to massive runoff into CDO and Ipunan rivers. Minings, mountain quarries, and rest also affects this runoff of water in Cagayan de Oro. Another areas, the urbanization and drainage issues. In Cagayan de Oro, 72 out of 80 barangays are susceptible to flooding. Many natural floodplains have been converted into residential subdivisions. Additionally, clogged drainage system due to poor waste management prevent water from receding quickly. Kita na to itong pagbaha sa kadalanan sa tulay, mga solid waste, plastic o uban pa diya sacks of nanlutaw diya sa atong kadalanan mo nakasuffocate sa atong mga kanal. So the solid like sitios Buluan in Barangay Busan. Even water boy recommendal giman liog shift towards engineering. Dikes. Now dredging and declogging must be a regular peacetime activity. Aya pa man liog karon nagplunob na pag pangabrihan ang mga kanal kay naglunob naman. Dapat all the time, no? Not just a post disaster. Aya na pagkatabo human ang kilat. Aya pata mo responde. So not nature-based solution. Implement the reforestation program. Ang clean draw siguro niya magkuha ni ang agriculture and the headwaters and establish riparian buffer zones kanang vegetation along the riverbank to naturally slow down flood waters. Now, what's the policy and the governance? So, strict no-build zones. Enforcement of ecological protected zones policy is critical. Many casualties occur because houses are built in high-risk areas identified by Mines and Geoscience Bureau, the MGB. Climate resilient urban planning. Future permits for subdivisions should require built-in water catchment facilities to manage localized runoff. Now, in the community level readiness, enhanced early warning system or EWS, move beyond simple recorrida. Dagang kong barangay, nakita ko nag-recorrida yun, nagpaybalo sa ilang makatawa, no? Public announcement. Use automated water level sensors that trigger sirens and mobile alert directly to residents' phones. mandatory preemptive evacuation. LGUs must strictly enforce Charlie or critical protocols, moving residents before the rain reaches peak intensity, especially in areas with unstable slopes. Training and drills, regular community-based disaster drills sa CDRMO, and helps normalize the evacuation process so that it becomes a second nature during actual crisis. So Cagayan de Oro build zones ang Cagayan River to Ipunan River and areas with steep unstable slopes. Now the most dangerous areas are those with very high susceptibility to rain, included landslide. This typically involve steep terrain and low soil. Barangay Agusan, especially Sitio Sambulawan where the recent landslide occurred. Barangay Carmen statistically has the highest frequency of landslide incidents due to dense population and sloping terrain. Barangay Kamamanan, high-rise slopes near residential pockets, and Barangay Balulang, coastal upland mixed with several landslide-prone zones. Then Barangay Makasandig, especially in cliffside area. So the flood, no belt, and danger zone, these are low-lying areas where water levels can rise rapidly as previous typhoon Basyang, no? So the river easement under the Water Code of the Philippines, the mandatory 3-meter easement in urban areas must be kept clear. However, after major storms, the city often extend to 20 meters to 50 meter zone avoidance in high volatile beds of the river. The sitio dangerous catchment for the Sidio River. Isla de Oro is the area was famously declared no build zone years ago, and any new structures here are strictly prohibited and subject to demolition. Pero musuroy ka karon dito, daghan niya pong balay na karon na muyo sa daplin diya sa Boulevard. So in Barangay Bugo, the low-lying areas near coastline and coastal creeks that experience significant trapping during latest typhoon. Barangay Punan and Kanituan, these are highly prone of overflowing Punan River. So I am requesting that the City Planning Office, the CPDO, update the zoning ordinance map which explicitly labels every no-build parcel in the city to prevent the issuance of building permit and danger zone. Madam Chair, I am furnishing a copy of the committee concerned for their possible inserting this, including in their committee agenda, Madam Chair. I'm furnishing this copy of this report. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Councilor Roger Baday. So refer to the committee. Yes, Councilor Paulo Gaani.
May nga po, Madam Chair, Honorable Vice Mayor Bebot Rodriguez, members of the 21st City Council, friends from the media, may hapon sa tanan. Comment lang sa special report ni Councilor Abaday, which I commend him also for looking out for the city, no, from the good councilor of Barangay Kauswagan. But however, for the city during the time sa bagyo nga Basyang was doing its best. Yun. Despite na signal number 2 to siya, kusog ito siya, the mortality and morbidity rate was very low. So pasalamat ta sa ato ang mga lain-lain nga agencies pod, no, sa ato ang mga sa CDR, CSWD, RTA, sa tanan offices pod nga nagtabang gyud ato, and also especially sa lain-lain pod nga barangays, especially ang mga barangays gyud kay actually nagi prior notice sa February 5 nga kung by morning pa lang daan mag-evacuate na unta dapat gyud mag early evacuation kay ang landfall was estimated midnight. Actually I spoke with Sir Nick Habagat, so mo nang ang casualty ato dili kayo siya grabe gyud. Pasalamat po ta sa ila. So again, I would just like to put on record po, despite sa bagyo, the city was doing good sa pag prevent nga na mga mahitabo. So that's all, Madam Chair. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, Councilor Paulo Gaani. Yes, let us proceed. Majority floor. Refer already to your committee, Councilor Roger Abaday. Yes, okay. Yes, Majority Floor Leader, Attorney Edgar Cabadlas.
Yes, we will also, I think, not forget to thank our CRRMD for such exceptional attention and effort that they have done, including tanan ang nag-atiman, tanan nagtukaw para nga dili kayo grabe ang atong pag-antos. Now, we have to remember nga dili ang kining mga bagyo, ang calamities, dili kini siya talagsara dinhi sa atong nasod. Our country, the Philippines, has been recognized as the most prone natural country. Nato ang I think nining atong experience naka-adapt kita and we have to be more prepared. Ako nagtuo ko nga maybe 10 years, 20 years from now, with the modern technology, our country will be, I think, the first country in the world that could tame the effects of typhoon. Maabot ra ka na nga panahon. I think maabot ra na nga panahon nga ato tingaling manipulate ang effects sa mga typhoon with all our experiences. Manta nga magkausa kita niya na using the technology now that is available para nato. Sumuna, Madam Chair, we have to accept the fact nga kita, number one kita sa tibok kalibutan nga disaster prone nga nasod. Magpreparar kita, permi. Hindi kita bangay-bangay. So with that,
Yes, Councilor, thank you very much, Majority Floor Leader. Councilor Eric Salcedo, you have the floor.
Daghang salamat, Madam Chair, may hapon sa tanan. Ako lang, Madam Chair, please include the Committee on Environment kay gimension man sa itong special reporter regarding sa garbage. Kay morning high time karon, Madam Chair, nga ang tanan barangay i-manage na ginato ang atong insakto nga basura, Madam Chair. Sa ato pa i-segregate the good nato. Kaya kung dili nato ni i-segregate, dili nato i-manage, Madam Chair. Posible gyapon nga mo gyapon isa ni sinungdan sa atong baha, Madam Chair. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Councilor Eric Salcedo. Yes, let's proceed, Majority Floor Leader, Attorney Edgar Cabanlas.
so we proceed to our business today. Item number 1 is the proposed resolution number 2026-240, declaring as operative in its entirety, effective on the date fixed therein, Ordinance number 1, series of 2026, of the Sangguniang Barangay o Barangay Puerto de City, covering its annual budget for CY 2026, with an estimated income of 23,393,972 pesos. May I request, Madam Chair, that Councilor Marlo Tobac be recognized.
Councilor Marlo Tobac, you recognize?
Madam Chair, I move to approve proposed resolution number 2026-240.
Any second? Objection. Hearing none, motion is hereby carried.
All to approve on second final reading.
Second, objection. Hearing none, motion is hereby carried.
Item number 2, clerks, please.
Item number 2 is for omnibus approval of proposed resolution number 2026-241 up to proposed resolution number 2026-244, which reads, declaring as operative in their entirety, effective on the date fixed therein, the respective Sangguniang Kabataan resolutions covering the annual budget for calendar year 2026 of the herein mentioned Sangguniang Kabataan of the Barangays of Cagayan de Oro City, to wit: A. Resolution number 12-2-2025 of the Sangguniang Kabataan of Barangay Kaoswagan with an estimated income of 6,509,980 pesos. B. Resolution number 3, series of 2026 of the Sangguniang Kabataan of Barangay Pagalungan with an estimated income of 800,130, series of 2025, the Sangguniang Kabataan of Barangay Bulwa with an estimated income of 5,462,626. And D, Resolution number 2, series of 2026 of the Sangguniang Kabataan of Barangay Kugman with an estimated income of 3,677,801 pesos.
Thank you, Turks. Madam Chair, may I request Councilor Kenneth John Sakala be recognized?
Absent, Councilor Kenneth.
Okay. May I request Councilor Jing Daba be recognized?
Councilor Jing Daba, you're recognized.
Good afternoon, Madam Chair. I move to propose I move to approve proposed resolution number 2026-241 and 2026-244.
And a second. Objection. Hearing none, motion is hereby carried.
Move to approve and second final reading.
Second. Objection. Hearing none, motion is hereby carried.
Item 3, proposed resolution number 2026-245, adopting the order of the Committee on Ethics and Blue Ribbon on BR case number 2026-05 entitled Concerned Citizen Complainant versus Honorable Noel Che Guevara, Barangay Kagawad of Barangay Bugu, respondent, dismissing the said case for the complainant's failure to comply with the procedures and requirements per internal rules of procedure of the Committee on Ethics and Blue Ribbon. May I move, Madam Chair, for the approval of this resolution?
And a second. Objection. Hearing none, motion is hereby carried.
Move to approve and second final reading.
Second. Objection. Hearing none, motion is hereby carried.
Item 4, proposed resolution number 2026-246, adopting the order of the Committee on Ethics and Blue Ribbon on BR case number 2026-07 entitled Mr. Kervan del Puerto of Barangay Bunbun, complainant versus Honorable Jerome Sambaan, Barangay Kagawad of Barangay Bunbun, respondent, dismissing the said case for lack of interest on the part of the complainant. May I request Councilor Roger Abada be recognized?
Councilor Roger Abada, you recognize?
I move to favorably approve resolution number 2026-246.
Any second? Objection. Hearing none, motion is hereby carried.
Move to approve and second final reading.
Second. Objection. Hearing none, motion is hereby carried.
Item 5, proposed ordinance number 2025-120, mandating the installation of hand washing facilities of the use of behavioral nudges in priority settings in the city of Cagayan de Oro and for other purposes. May I request Councilor Paulo Nicolo Gani be recognized, Madam Chair?
Councilor Paulo Gana, you recognize?
Salamat again, Vice Mayor Bebot Rodriguez, Majority Floor Leader Attorney Ed Cabanlas. The Interagency Task Force of Management of Emerging Infectious Disease, or the IATF-EID, National Action Plan identifies the development of minimum public health standards as the backbone. The Department of Health issued Administrative Order number 2020-0015, or Guidelines on Risk Public Health Standards for Mitigations through Non-Pharmaceutical Interventions or Public Health Strategies to mitigate, suppress transmissions of infectious disease. This includes engineering controls, placement of hand washing facilities across public settings to improve personal hygiene. The World Health Organization and the DOH highly encourage the improvement of hand washing facilities and use proven behavior changes techniques to prevent any infectious disease. That's why I encourage and urge my fellow colleagues to support the proposed ordinance. So I move for its approval of proposed ordinance number 2025-120.
Any second? Objection. Hearing none, motion is hereby carried.
Move to approve and second final reading.
Second. Objection? Hearing none, motion is hereby carried.
For inclusion, Madam Chair, may I request that item 6 to 9 be included in our agenda today?
And yes, Councilor Roger Abaday?
With your permission and with the pleasure of the majority, may I move for inclusion of two resolutions, if it is too much for this council. The number one, Madam Chair and Majority Floor, a resolution earnestly requesting the Honorable Senator Robin Hood Ferdinand C. Padilla, Chairman of the Committee on Culture, the Construction of Multi-Purpose Building and at Barangay San Simon, Cagayan de Oro City. Second, Madam Chair and my colleagues, resolution subject for styling, appreciating and commending just retired NTC Director Teodoro Benavista for his sterling accomplishment, no, as the regional director of NTC, which contributes so much the transformations of communication in the city of Cagayan de Oro. Subject for styling, Madam Chair. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Any second?
Next time,
Huwag na ningog ay.
Madam Chair, may I call?
Wala pa.
First,
Resolution?
I'd like to request Councilor Abaday that any resolutions, proposed resolutions should be referred first to the committee on.
So again, let's not make it a habit that this resolution.
During the plenary.
Yes.
Because it's very awkward.
My apology, Madam Chair, but
Okay,
since it
so this
is
is going to be
it's
the
urgent
last.
in nature, Madam Chair, because
Okay,
So we have to,
remind everybody that because you wanted a resolution, then you just say during the session. So this should be tackled prior sa session so that they can be studied and then there's no more styling. It's already there. Yes, Councilor Girly Balaba?
Thank you, Madam Chair. Exactly, like his proposed resolution requesting the senator. This is quite a big issue if we do not even know the needs of the said barangay and why of all barangays, anong barangay yun?
San Simon.
This stuff. Inani nga butang no kinahanglan na tukion magyud og maayo.
Yes. So next time, Councilor Roger Abaday, birthday boy.
can I,
Yes, Councilor Roger
Madam
Abaday.
Chair, that resolution is supported by Barangay Council of Baikingon. I support with that resolution.
Do they have the mosque? Wala pa yun.
Yes, we have already approved a cemetery, 1 hectare cemetery.
Okay.
That's why I met the chief of staff of Senator Ben Padilla. He needs that
Resolution.
resolution.
So that's San Simon.
in
San
the
Simon.
decency of the service, Madam Chair, I am asking for exception for the matter.
Okay.
let us proceed with the proper process. First, let us refer this to the Committee on Environment for recommendation. We want to see the mechanics of this resolution. I mean,
Okay.
this could have been prevented if the resolution was at least
Already submitted prior.
relayed to us before decision or during the decision. I mean, that's always the case. I mean,
Dahil mo Councilor Roger.
Majority is a mere request of the senator. Not
Yeah.
is,
That is not the problem. That is not the problem. The problem is that this should be tackled first before it's going to be a resolution right away during the plenary. So
I submit with
yes.
the pleasure.
So this is not only to you but to everybody. Very urgent. Should go. Mr. San Miguel, Secretary. All. Wala may naningog. So are we approving?
it's because unless the Councilor Abaday has the signature of the mayor.
DDA now there's
Just joking.
okay. Anyway,
So, let us consider that next session.
next session.
Next session.
So is that okay? Yes, Councilor Janjan Rodriguez.
Thank you. It's very important for us, Madam Chair, to have the committee hearing first, together with the Committee on Infrastructure and the
Yeah.
barangay, legal na mga barangay, because it's very important for us to know that the donation is very good, no?
Yeah.
Coming from our good senator. But, kinsa man ang mag-maintain? Pila ka years, pila ka buok, unsay
Yeah.
kinahanglan sa barangay, sa council, kay I heard, pila ka story to, Councilor Abaday? Wala pa. So, mo lagi na. So, we need to be specific, Madam Chair, for having a resolution, moagi sa tag committee hearing para mabawaan nato kung unsay specifics ani na project.
Okay.
Thank you.
So thank you very much. Is that okay with you, Councilor Roger Abaday again? Yeah, actually,
I submit with their please.
yeah. Actually, we need details. We need to discuss. We need to know really the plans so that ang atong resolution ihatag dito is kompleto.
The prayer, Madam Chair, and my colleague is only asking for an appropriation. No technicalities yet.
Okay.
Appropriation lang.
So let's go back to Majority Floor Leader. What's the pleasure of the House?
Let's have the proper procedure. It's not a
Okay.
matter. I mean, dili kita ngayon nga itong
Yes, Councilor Janjan. Even if it is, even if it's his birthday.
unless it is.
Yes. Madam Chair, Majority Floor, I suggest to the good councilor na siya sa magsulat dito kung unsay maano sa atong good senator. Mag-request siya for funding like this and that. Kung gani medyo specific na amount and then unsa na 2-story, 3-story ba for, of course, for our Muslim brothers, then we can proceed with our resolution after the committee hearing. Madam
Yes, thank you. But then it's going to be a long process. Precisely why this goes back to the committee. So that when there's a committee and will be discussed, usana na the resolution after. Let us not just write the senator kay Sharama di na motubag. But then, with the resolution, no, intact, with everybody approving, so probably, but then still goes to the committee for further study on this matter. Yes, Councilor Roger Abaday.
The instruction of the staff of Senator Ruben Padilla is that as early as possible, kay karong panahon nagabahin-bahin na sila. So that resolution
Okay.
is timely for them to allocate such amount. Kung
Okay.
na to ng committee na disperse na
No,
to.
you can already schedule that for next week.
Yeah.
For the committee, this week
Later.
for the committee hearing as soon as possible. Yes, Councilor Eric Salcedo. Wag makakaon man yan eh.
Thank you. Motion of Councilor Abaday. Nag-second ko, Madam Chair. Sa to ba, kung nag-second ko, depende na rin kung i-differ na to ang motion ni Councilor
Nag-second na
Abaday.
ka?
Yes, Madam Chair.
Karon?
Second ko.
Remember that this is not part of the other matters.
Yeah. Wala man eh. This is not for this is only inclusion.
It's not there. It's
Yeah.
new inclusion which is not part of the other matters.
Yes. That is only for inclusion. Nara na nato masugot bata dili. But then the recommendation is that it goes back to the committee para ma-discuss good siya. Then there's nothing wrong. We will be approved that for the resolution next week. Is that okay? Okay ra, Councilor Roger Baday? Okay ra siya.
Okay.
Okay, thank you very much, Councilor Roger
I
Baday.
am just praying if my prayer will be answered.
Yes. Pero let's not waste time also because this is also a good chance that we'll be able to be funded sa ato San Simon. So ang ato is make it as soon as possible. But so that by Monday maprubahan ni siya. Okay? Okay, let's go back to
So
saan na
let's go back
Majority
to-
Floor Leader? Oh no,
so-
approval mo na.
Approval of the
Inclusion. Any second? Any objection? Hearing none, motion is hereby carried.
item 6, authorizing the honorable proposed ordinance number 2026-194, authorizing the honorable city mayor Rolando A. Uy, representing city government Cagayan de Oro, grantor to sign the right-of-way easement grant in favor of Misamis Oriental Rural Electric Service Cooperative grantee, covering the installation of electric transmission or distribution lines on the city-owned property situated in Barangay San Simon, the city, under the terms and conditions stipulated therein.
And it, unsa man-
Public Services. Councilor Roger Abaday.
Okay, Councilor Roger Abaday,
Oh, Aligas ba?
ha?
May,
Yeah, Councilor,
Councilor Salcedo. Sorry, ha?
Councilor Eric
Sorry,
Salcedo. Yes,
Madam
David
Chair.
Flor.
Pabor ginis birthday celebrant karon ba?
Nagyo di kakaon gada niyo.
Proposed ordinance number 2026-194 amo for the approval, Madam Chair.
Any second? Objection? Hearing none, motion is hereby carried.
Move to approve on second final reading.
Second, objection. Hearing none, motion is hereby carried.
Item 7, proposed ordinance number 2026-195, authorizing the Honorable City Mayor Rolando A. Oy, representing the city government of Cagayan de Oro, to sign the deed of donation with the Department of Social Welfare and Development, Field Office 10, donor, represented by its Regional Director, Ramel F. Hamen, covering the latter's donation of personal properties as described herein, under the terms and conditions stipulated therein. May request, Madam Chair, that Councilor Janjan Rodriguez be recognized.
Councilor Janjan Rodriguez, you recognize?
Move to approve proposed ordinance number 2026-195.
Any second? Objection. Hearing none, motion is hereby carried.
Move to approve on second final reading.
Second, objection. Hearing none, motion is hereby carried.
Item 8, proposed ordinance number 2026-196 from the Office of the City Mayor, certifying urgent, prohibiting the local government officials, whether city or barangay of Cagayan de Oro City, from affixing personal branding, names, logos, or images on publicly funded projects and programs, or from naming government projects or programs after them or other persons whose names or identity may in any manner be associated with the said officials, and or from claiming credit through signages announcing a public works project, providing penalty for violation thereof, and for other purposes. May I request Councilor Enrico Salcedo be recognized.
Councilor Eric Salcedo, you are recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Kining proposed ordinance, Madam Chair, in consonance ni siya sa directive sa atong DILG Secretary. Proposed ordinance number 2026-196. I move for the approval, Madam Chair.
Any second?
Second.
On objection? Hearing none, motion is hereby carried.
Vote to approve.
Ay,
Tama naman.
comment, okay. Sa second reading na siya,
Second
majority. Yeah, sa second na lang, second.
This,
Yeah.
this is
Ipakwan
first
sa si
reading,
majority.
because we will check the legality of the ordinance. So during the first reading, there is no discussion.
Okay,
We will discuss this on the second reading.
yes. Any second? Approve naman.
Move
Yeah.
to,
Yeah, move to approve the second reading muna, then comment.
yes,
Ah,
second reading na to. Dili na, mas sunod na. So, may to, second reading.
committee hearing?
We will conduct second reading now, Madam Chair.
Now,
So move to approve for second reading.
yes, any
final
second?
reading. Second.
Okay, any second? Second, okay, any comment? Yes, Councilor Agasuan.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. I didn't have time to study the full ordinance, but I do support the ordinance, Mr. Chairman. I want to address an elephant in the room. Since this ordinance is a anti-EPAL ordinance, Madam Chairman, correct me if I'm wrong, I think we have a socialized housing named under the city mayor, which is Clarksville, Madam Chairman. And I think it falls into this ordinance. And may I ask, respectfully asking,
if are we going to change that, Madam Chairman?
Clarksville? I do not know the status. Yes, can you answer, Majority Floor Leader, Attorney Edgar Cabanlas?
That is one of the issues now that we are traversing, Madam Chair, and there is no, we have not yet started with that project.
Okay.
Still in the,
So it's not yet,
So we do
the construction is not done yet, and there's no name yet.
there is no finality yet as to the.
I think, Madam Chairman, again, correct me if I'm wrong, Madam Chairman. Respectfully asking, I think we have a couple of Clarksvilles, Madam Chairman. I have to ask this question.
Finish
I
construction?
think, yeah, I think we have discussed that, Madam Chairman. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. If it's not started, Madam Chair, then it's fine. But the question still stands. Are we going to change the
Yes, we will
name?
do that.
Yeah.
That
Thank
will
you.
be-
Yeah.
That will be included in this study. That.
Yeah.
Thank you, Madam Chairman.
Once this the ordinance
But, you know, Clarksville
Ah.
is that already in the gate or in the Nana?
Yes, Madam Chairman.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Maybe-
And another question, if you may allow, Madam Chairman, another elephant in the room that I would like to
Who's the
address. yeah.
elephant here?
The mayor, Madam Chairman, the Clarksville, that's why that's the elephant in the room I'm trying to address. And another, Madam Chairman, I also have to ask this. We have this program called Clarex Servicio sa Barrio, and I also attended a couple of them, Madam Chairman. And based on the definition of terms, it actually falls into government programs. So another question, Madam Chairman, are we trying to change that also, Madam Chairman, since it falls into government programs?
that will be reviewed again.
Yeah.
In the advent of this ordinance now, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Madam
From
Chair.
the mayor, so I think.
Yeah, because we're approving this. Yes.
Thank you, Madam
No
Chair.
problem with that. Yes, Councilor Marlo Tabak?
Madam Chair, in line with the question of the minority floor leader, I have acknowledged, Madam Chair, that the Chief of Staff of Mayor Clarence is asking already the DILG. Kung nakadamday mo, white na lang, wa na marka. The mayor is now implementing this anti-EPAL law. Nagsugod na
Okay.
siya, and very clear ang iyang instruction last Monday flag raising ceremony addressed to the city engineering's office to include all projects in the city governments nga naay mga ngalan sa atong halagdong mayor. And the mayor is very clear on that, Madam Chair. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Yes, Councilor Des Dahino?
Thank you, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, in line with that, Madam Chair, I attended last KSB last Saturday. Actually, dili na Clarex sa Servicio sa Barrio. It's not titled anymore. It's actually Kauban sa Barrio na. So, na-change na sa Saturday. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Okay, so nalahi na. We're starting to doing some changes na.
Yeah,
Yes.
It's a matter of changing only the name.
Yeah.
The name of the program, the branding of the program.
Okay.
So, move to approve. Is there
Objection?
No objection. There's no
Okay.
objection.
Okay.
It's just
Yes,
Mr.
Councilor Amy Moreno?
Thank you, Madam Chair. Mayong hapon. Just a subject for styling siguro. Line 82 states here that the government programs or projects funded by public funds during barangay fiestas, Araw ng Pasig, holidays and graduation. So maybe perhaps we can
Yes,
change the Araw ng Pasig to our very own.
that will
Thank
be
you.
corrected.
Okay.
Because I think we copied that or we adapted that from
Pasig.
other LGUs,
Okay.
which is good.
Yes.
We don't have to reinvent the wheel.
Okay.
Good, we follow it.
Any objection? Hearing none, motion is hereby carried.
Item 7. Oh, item 9. 8.
8.
Proposed-
Oh, 9 na ta. 9.
Oh, 9.
Yeah.
9. Proposed ordinance number 2026-197, authorizing the Honorable City Mayor Rolando A. Uy through Honorable City Vice Mayor Jocelyn B. Rodriguez on behalf of the City Government, Cagayan de Oro donor, to execute the sign and sign the deed of donation with respective barangay government of Bugo, Kawamanan, Kanituan, Consolacion, Dansolihon, Lapasan, Mambuaya, Patag, and Puerto Dunis all of the city covering the donation of 9 units motor vehicles as described therein under the terms and conditions stipulated therein. Move for its approval, Madam Chair.
Any second?
But,
Objection?
discussion.
Discussion, okay.
The attachment, Madam Chair, is not a deed of donation, but an ordinance of a donation. So, subject to styling later on, the approval of the finance will carry a directive to the city legal office to draft,
An ordinance.
to submit to the vice mayor a final draft of the
Okay.
deed of donation of these vehicles to the respective barangays mentioned in the ordinance.
Okay.
Not this one because this is ordinance. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. So move for its approval, Madam Chair.
Any second? Yes, query.
Sorry. Madam Chair, good afternoon. I'm not against this or this ordinance that we are passing this afternoon. I just want to ask clarification lang. What is the basis for giving these specific 9 barangays
Actually, some of these big
vehicles?
barangays have narrow roads. These narrow roads we use to carry the garbage that these big trucks cannot get into. I have already this in mind. Especially nga kaning atong mga uban nga mga barangays dagko gyud nga barangay nga dili masudlan sa paghakot sa basura. That is what I have in mind and in my heart. That this goes in, hakuto nila sa tanod and then transfer.
These are multi-cabs, Madam Chair, if I'm
Yeah.
correct?
It's not big. It's like multi-cabs na makasulod lang sa mga narrow roads.
So the basis, Madam Chair, is the need of the barangay.
Yes.
Their narrow roads.
Yes.
Can I ask, Madam Chair, how about the other barangays with
We will.
roads also?
We will. Our funds is limited.
Yes,
But
yes.
perhaps sometime we can have another round
Another
of
round,
giving.
another-
Yes. And I'm planning to have another round for
Okay,
this.
thank you, Madam Chair, because
Thank
you know
you.
other barangays also need this. But
Yes.
FS Catanico to name
Yeah.
a few in
Yes.
the district. So, thank you.
Thank you very much.
So move to approve second final reading.
Second, objection? Hearing none, motion is hereby carried.
There being no other matters to take up, Madam Chair, move for the adjournment.
And it's second. Any objection? Hearing none, motion is hereby approved. Session adjourned. God bless us all. Happy birthday, boys, ha? Kajut lang, ha?